Run the mic around here. Alright guys, so this is it. This is our private pilot's license. Alright, so a little disclaimer ahead of time. I have watched somebody else do this already. In the forums it was highly suggested before doing this, watch somebody who's passed it, because apparently there's a section where we come up, we make our first left turn, then we do a 360 steep angle turn, and then whenever you come out, you're supposed to get to a heading of 110, and pretty much you're gonna aim for Mount St. Helen, or at least the mountain. They said that if you don't get that marker, it essentially just bugs out and you just keep flying forever without being told that you fail. It's just, you just keep flying forever. So I did go ahead and watch that. So we do have that. So anyways, how this is going to work is, if you're part of the Patreon, you'll get to see the full video. That's if I fail. Hopefully I don't fail, but if I fail, I'll help a bunch of times. The Patreon guys, you guys get to see this over and over and over again until I pass. People on YouTube, you guys will see the passing run. If you guys want to see the entire thing, if I don't pass the first time, which I really hope I do, then you can go over to foxtrot.usn.com, click on the Patreon. You can see all these YouTube videos up to 7 days before they are released. Now the behind the scenes one will be released same day as you get to see the regular video. So depending on what your tier is, you're gonna get to see it at the same time with the regular video, so that way the entire Patreon isn't too far ahead of YouTube. But alright guys, without any further ado, let's get this bitch done.
You're ready for the big step, the check ride. Complete all the maneuvers satisfactorily and you'll receive your certificate. We're on runway 19 at Bremerton National Airport. I want you to do a normal takeoff, then climb on runway heading to 2,000 feet. Next, you'll do a steep turn, then fly to the Tacoma Narrows Airport. You'll enter the pattern on the downwind leg, turn base, turn final, and land at Tacoma Narrows. I won't do any of the flying for you, it's all up to you. But Rod wouldn't have sent you for your check ride if he didn't think you were ready. Ready? Let's go.
Alright, let's go.
Take off and climb to 2,000 feet.
Sorry, that was the simulator being like, you're too early. But anyway, so we're going to go ahead and get our rollout started here. Oof, got a cord under my elbow. I cannot stand cords under me. Alright, 55, rotate, as AirProud says. Alright, oof. Alright, so now we're going to fly up there, and now we're going to let the trim take over as soon as we get trimmed out. I think it's trimmed out to 80 for climb. I'm gonna go ahead and let it climb. I mean, in fact, we didn't even climb a little bit steeper. There we go. Try a little wiggly thing that they do. I mean, I guess it helps me bump it onto level flight a little bit easier. I mean, I guess it does work. I guess I see why they do it. I see why they do it. Alright. Oof. Level off. Level off.
Good job. Make a left turn to heading 090.
Alright. Left turn. Watching our speed, watching our VSI. It's gonna fail me if I don't. There we go. I'm okay with that. I am perfectly okay with that. Oof. Gosh dang it. So hi Patreons. How are you guys doing? Let's get it done. Hello Patreons. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Alright. Let's get the cockpit view, virtual cockpit. Try this again. This time I'm going to skip through everything that she says.
You're ready for the big step, the Checkride. Complete all the maneuvers satisfactorily. We're on runway. I want you to do a north. Next, you'll enter the pattern. I won't do any of the... Ready? Take off and climb to 2,000 feet.
I'm gonna let the trim take care of the climb. The trim was set to take off, so it should just climb right out for me. I'm waiting for people in the comments, but you don't even have the realism settings turned all the way up. Hey, you know what? I am learning on easy. We'll get realism settings turned up later. Alright now. Alright, so we are going through 1,000 feet now. $1,200. Get up there. We can climb at 75. If we can. I know we can. There's 75. In fact, I could just trim for 75 if I really wanted to. Yeah, fuck it. 75. Yeah. Alright, start leveling off.
Good job.
You say so.
Make a left turn to heading 090.
It's wrong way, there we go. Alright, level off. There we go. Alright, left turn, 090. Ready? Here we go. Left turn. Throttle back just a touch. Did that even do anything? No, maybe that will. Alright, coming up on 090. Let's start leveling it off. There we go. Looky there. Looky there. Alright, so what do I need to do here?
Good job.
Dookie.
Okay, it's time for the steep turn. Check for other airplanes by pressing the 4 and 6 keys on your numeric keypad.
Of this one, it's that way.
Make a 360-degree steep turn to the left.
Alright, here we go. Oh, 4 degrees, power up. Oh, I'm starting to drop like a rock. Keep my speed down. There we go. Haha. Speed went too high. Hello, Patreons. That's what I think about that. So apparently I gave it too much throttle for the steep turn. I just need to give it a little bit more. So, alright. Here we go in the wild blue yonder. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Haha, what's going on, Patreons? Let's see if we can get this thing done. It's only supposed to take like 20 minutes. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to virtual cockpit. Alright. There's all that. Let's get her done. I'll even let her talk.
You're ready for the big step, the Checkride. Complete all the maneuvers satisfactorily and you'll receive your certificate. We're on runway 19 at Bremerton National Airport. I want you to do a normal takeoff, then climb on runway heading to 2,000 feet. Next, you'll do a steep turn, then fly to the Tacoma Narrows Airport. You'll enter the pattern on the downwind leg, turn base, turn final, and land at Tacoma Narrows. I won't do any of the flying for you, it's all up to you. But Rod wouldn't have sent you for your check ride if he didn't think you were ready. Ready? Let's go.
Alright.
Take off and climb to 2,000 feet.
I'm sitting up, I'm paying attention. My view sucks, there we go. I mean, I know it's going to come up as we start climbing. Alright, there's 55, start rotating. Positive rate, gear up. Which, you can't really raise the gear, but whatever. In fact, let me even get up there a little bit faster, see if we can get this done a little bit easier. A little bit sooner. Let's maintain at 75 knots. Good climbing speed. Climbing speed here is 75 to 80 knots. The plane is actually trimmed to 80, but if I set it to 70 there, it will it'll trim up to 70. Or it'll completely go over. Eh. There we go. Alright. And that was me bumping the trim down. Because I really want this thing to be trimmed well at 100 knots. Okay, there's that. Oof. Don't dive. Let the airspeed come up to 100. And there we come on 100.
Good job. Make a left turn to heading 090.
Alright, heading 090. Alright, there we go. Watch the VSI. Watch the VSI. Watch the VSI.
Good job. Okay, it's time for the steep turn. Check for other airplanes by pressing the 4 and 6 keys on your numeric keypad. Make a 360-degree steep turn to the left.
Alright. So let's go. Steep turn. VSI, VSI, watch the VSI. Need a lot more upwards on the VSI. In fact, I'd like to get a little bit of vertical climb, but I can't go below 90. Alright, there we go. Get over there onto the right heading, stay above. Oh, there we go. Oh, phew. Not horrible. Please say good job.
Good job.
Oh, thank God.
I want you to turn to a heading of 110. We're about 8 miles away from the Tacoma Narrows Bridge.
Alright, so they said fly straight towards that mountain there. Watch my elevation. That right there is what I need to fly towards. Okay. Elevation is too high. There we go. And we are going to see what happens here. Alright, so that is apparently exactly what I need to fly towards. Alright, airspeed is good. In fact, I'm going to bump it. Airspeed down one more even. Slowly climbing just a little bit, so I'm going to decrease throttle and leave it where it was. So I'm going to decrease the throttle. Again, a well-trimmed airplane flies itself, right? Yep, gotta watch the VSI. VSI is coming down, so we're gonna bump it up just a little bit. Okay, so that bumped us off of 100. So instead what I can do is bump it back down, but give it just a little bit more throttle. Okay, a lot more throttle. There we go.
I want you to set up for entering the pattern and landing at Tacoma Narrows. Normally, I'd have you do a 45-degree entry into the pattern, but for this check ride, just enter on the left downwind leg for runway 35. Traffic pattern altitude here at Tacoma Narrows Airport is 1,300 feet. Descend at your discretion to 1,300 feet prior to entering the downwind leg.
Roughly 100 knots here. And stay pointed straight ahead. Going through this nice little turbulence area. Maintaining 100. Good lord, there's such an updraft here. I'm like pointed almost straight down. It's so weird. It is so weird. Anyways, coming up on 1300 here. Speed's decreasing. Bouncing around, bouncing around. That's what I'm aiming for, is that right over there. There we go, 1300. Back on the power. Bring our power back up, and we're gonna, we're gonna stay within. I say, please don't fail. Alright. So we're gonna continue flying straight towards that right there. There we go, and oh, beautiful. We're trimmed out. Please, as I say, please don't say I failed just because I slowed down a little bit too much right there. I'd be so pissed. We got so far. Because that over there is literally where we're landing. We're gonna enter the left downwind, which means a right-hand traffic pattern. If you guys watched traffic patterns that we did earlier, a couple days ago for you guys, a couple hours ago for me. But yeah, if you guys watched the traffic pattern, then you know what we did there. Yeah, we're slowly climbing, so I'm gonna go ahead and back off the throttle just a hair. It's going to try to maintain 100 knots. Is where it feels good at. If I decrease the throttle, it'll increase its downward pitch. Tell us to turn and land. At least I pray to God she does.
Turn right to heading 170 and look for the airport up ahead to your left.
God. Alright. Thank God. We might actually pass this. Because then it's just going to tell us that we have to land. At that point, I think speed and everything is at our discretion. Alright, there's our heading. And there's the airport right over there. We're a little far off. A little interesting traffic pattern here, but maybe it's a noise abatement. Actually, I don't think it would be a noise abatement because if you look over here, we're flying right over houses and stuff. So maybe it ain't noise abatement. Maybe these people over here are rich and these people over here aren't. So these people over here got the noise abatement, these guys didn't. Alright, now it just says land. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start watching that. We'll maintain heading. That'll give us a nice long base to final. Right now we're on the downwind leg, left downwind leg on the right-hand traffic pattern. Again, we're a little bit further away from the airport than I'd like to be, but actually, you know what? That's actually just about right, you know? That's actually just about right. I gotta figure out what the 45 degrees is gonna be. So 45 degrees is gonna be about right there. So once we see, now Plane's pretty well trimmed out, right? Oh yeah, plane's trimmed out good. It's climbing just slowly, ever so slowly. I'm gonna give it just a hair bit more, right about there on the throttle. Now we're just gonna watch. 1300 is our traffic pattern. So we're just gonna watch until we're at a 45, and then we're gonna come in for a landing. We're gonna butter the bread, as they say. The Air Force Proud says, anyways. Haha. But yeah. Good lord, if we get this on the second try, I'm so glad I read the forums where they said, hey, make sure you watch somebody else do it, because if you don't, you're just going to keep flying and flying and flying, and she's never going to tell you to turn onto the downwind here. Because apparently that's what happens, is you make the first 10 turn to 110 degrees, but if you don't fly directly towards that landmass right there, you don't hit the marker that triggers her to tell you to turn again. So you have to do it just right. Alright, I'd call that just about 45 degrees, wouldn't you? Let's go ahead and hit the thing of flaps, and let's start coming around for coming around for looks like 250 possibly. Start rolling out. Stay in the traffic. Stay at the traffic altitude. A little bit off, but not horribly off. Like to be just a little bit more over facing this way, but that's alright. So we're gonna go ahead and grab another set of flaps. And then right about now is good to start go ahead and looking for our final. So base leg 2 final. Alright, so I'm gonna fly out just a little bit more this way. I don't think we were I think I'm turning just a little bit too fast for that final. So weird landing at this airport because we haven't done it yet. So we're gonna do kind of a dogleg final, but slash base slash I don't even know what you want to call this, but you know what? You know what I'm gonna call it? I'm gonna call it landing on the damn runway. That's what I'm gonna call it. Okay, still got all white. Alright, white over white. Too high. Then you get a white over red. There we go, red over white. Doing alright. Alright, let's go ahead and bring back the throttle. And yeah, we're just a little bit off, but as long as we land, we'll pass. So I'm dropping just a little bit too fast for comfort. Those cliffs are coming up pretty quick. Alright. Runway is blooming ahead of me. We are on a good approach path. Oh man, beautiful. Look at this. Yes, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go 0 throttle. And we're just gonna butter the bread here. Ready? Cool. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. Alright. Bring it to a stop. Second try. Hell yeah.
Congratulations, you're now a flight simulator private pilot. Apply the brakes and bring the airplane to a complete stop on the runway.
We did it. Woohoo. 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 You guys wanna watch this? Ready? We go. We take off. We fly out. Anyways, I'm not gonna do that. Let's see here. Let's do Foxtrot Delta. I will actually print these at some point. Put them on the wall behind me. I know you guys can't see it. I wish you could. I wish I could drag it over to where you guys can see it, but it, like, pops it right on the side of my display. But it says, private pilot document certifies that Foxtrot Delta USN has successfully completed the private pilot check ride and met all examination standards and has been found to be properly qualified to exercise the privileges of a flight simulator private pilot. Good stuff. Alright, so we're going to close that out. Can I do it here? Yes. There you go. And it's blank. So I don't know how to actually, I don't know how to actually print these off, but there you go. All right. So that's the private pilot. The next set of lessons is going to be getting our instrument pilot rating for IFR. And that looks like it's just 3 lessons. So yeah, good shit. So it looks like it's gonna be 3 lessons, but most likely, is this an actual flying? No, this is just an overview. Then they have a solo flight, scanning the instruments. Scan plan on time. All right, so I'll read all this later. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I'm so glad we got it on the second try. In fact, I'm gonna leave the whole video up, so everybody's gonna get to see it all at once. Since this was just the second try. So, alright guys, be good to each other, be good to yourselves, hugs and shit. I will see you in the next one.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. After you have done that, check out foxtrotdeltausn.com. You can check out all the awesome offers from our partners. You can join the Patreon and see videos up to 7 days before they're released on YouTube. But wait, there's more. The merch store has something for everyone. Well, I think that was long enough of an ad. See you in the next one.